This video is supported by NordVPN.
Now your network is infected.
Do you recognize this apartment building?
Which building is this?
Today I'm going to show a scammer exactly where he is located. Getting an exact location out of scammers is not the easiest task. A lot of people think that if they have someone's IP address that they can get a precise location out of that piece of information. This, however, is a misconception, as an IP address can only point towards a general location that is usually a few miles off the actual position of the machine using that IP address. With the scammer that I'm going to confront today, I can also get a general position by looking up his IP address in an online geolocation database. In this case, it shows me that he is in India, more specifically in the city of Delhi, and if you listen in to the start of a call, I think that location, judging by this person's way of speech, is pretty accurate.
Thank you for calling support. How may I help?
I have got a Windows Defender security warning, and it's my computer's asking me to call you guys.
May I know the exact issue, what you was doing actually on your computer when you got this message?
We're looking up something about composting.
Okay, do not worry. Let me just check and go ahead. May I know your name so I can just document the case first?
Pretty accurate, yes, but I'm looking to get a little more information than just a general location. The city that this database provides me with can be wrong, and as we can see, it shows multiple different cities in and around the same state, so this is not good enough. To get even closer, we can simply add ourselves to the Scammerster network and give Chrome access to our location. Just to make sure that this is indeed the right city, I think we should ask the scammers themselves. And are you with Microsoft? You're with Microsoft?
Yes, you call Microsoft Windows Defender Department. It's a global support, if you heard about it, okay?
Yeah, because you have an accent
right.
as well.
Yeah, that is why, because your call will be routed to any part of state in United States.
Well, you don't sound like you're from the US. Are you guys outsourced or something?
Mm-hmm. Because we are, I am from Forfling area, that is why.
You said from India?
No. Yes.
What language is that? I heard somebody in the background speak a language that I know. I used to work in India. I'm just interested to know if you guys are outsourced. Like, it's not a bad thing to be in India, you know?
You just restart your computer and use your computer, okay?
It's not a bad thing, I'm not trying... Okay, that doesn't really help. We still don't know the scammers the exact city, but luckily that is not what I'm looking for, so let's try and close in on them without this knowledge. A little disclaimer, the way I explain how I managed to get the scammer's position will be in a way which is not instructional, but simply for documentary purpose. Even though I won't show my exact methods, I do not want anyone watching this to even try and replicate what I show in any of my videos. There's two different methods that I use to get the exact street address and building of a scam call center. The first method is one I can use when a scammer has a Wi-Fi chip, which is usually only available on scammers that are running their operation on a laptop instead of a desktop computer. I do not directly use the Wi-Fi chip itself, but that piece of hardware does collect information that I can use to get an exact location of a scam call center, which is usually accurate to about 20 meters. I simply look at all the Wi-Fi access points that are available around the host and what strength these connections have, and with that information, Google's API can determine a very accurate position. For this, I have to give a quick shout out to Mike for helping me with doing this. For this laptop scammer, I have these access points, and when we fill this into Google's API, they give me these coordinates as an output result. If we put that into Google Earth, we are zoomed into this location, and then I simply just draw a circle with a radius of 20 meters around the pinpoint, and then I basically just know where my scammer is. All I have to do now is look at what buildings there are in my circle, and usually I can pretty easily determine which one is the fraudulent call center building. In this case, the scammer is in this specific building, which is an apartment complex. This guy is working from home. How do I know that it's this specific building? Well, when I look at the Wi-Fi access points around this machine, they all seem to be residential, especially the one that this camera is using. Every single other building in my circle is one of commercial earth, so they are 100% in this apartment building. Now, what if this camera doesn't have a laptop, but just a desktop computer? One thing is certain, it is going to be a lot harder to obtain an exact location from this. At least that is what you would think, but there's actually a second method that is even easier than the first. All I have to do is to check if the scammers have an unprotected user information portal that I can access without needing any username or password. This portal will show me the name of the person that pays the internet bills for the company and what building this internet is for. This is then the address of the scam call center. In this example of a scam call center, we can see that the person who is responsible for paying the bills is named Sanjeev. And if we go to the billing part of this webpage, we can see that he is paying this money for a building located in Kolkata, West Bengal at 2 Garden. This, however, is not the call center that I'm going to confront in just a minute. For that, we are moving back to the laptop scammer that we placed in this residential building. He is part of a tech support scam in which they lure people to call them with this specific pop-up, which, as per usual, claims that your network is infected with a bunch of scary hackers and that you need to call Microsoft technical support to get rid of your problems. Surprise, surprise, when you call this number, it is not Microsoft that picks up, but an Indian call center agent that is going to try and rip you off.
Okay, great. You have did a wonderful job so that I can help you. Now you can see the cursor is moving here and there. It's me doing that, okay? Sit back and relax so that I can help you. This is the same message that you have got from the Microsoft Windows Defender security warning pornographic alert. Okay, you have just got a pornographic alert. It might looking like you have visited some unauthorized websites. That's the reason the Microsoft has blocked the screen, okay? Stay with me so that we can check what's the exact issue.
Without your knowledge or consent to visit websites that contains identity theft virus.
To me, it looks like what I said earlier, that this guy is working from home, might not be completely true. Every time I listened to his microphone, I could hear other agents on similar scam calls.
Thanks for calling Sport. How can I help you today? Microsoft, you see, when you will get any kind of, when you will visit any kind of unauthorized website, then you will get these alerts, okay?
I was 100% convinced that this guy was not working from home when I saw him passing his calls on to other scammers at points where he could not manage to steal a victim's money on his own.
I don't see a Windows key on this one.
Is this a Windows laptop or it's a Chromebook?
It's a Chromebook.
Is it a Chromebook? Okay, do not worry.
Yeah,
Let me just transfer your call to my Chromebook specialist. He'll help you. Stay with me.
Thank you for being online. I appreciate your time and patience. How can I help you?
The scam is not as devastating as others because the amount of money that these guys are able to ask for technical support usually isn't more than $1,000. That doesn't make it any less of a scam, however. This is still a fraudulent operation, and whenever I see this happening successfully, I always step in to put a stop to the scammer's sales pitch.
Let me just go ahead and check what is the exact issue, why Microsoft has sent you this message, okay? Okay, great, sir. Stay with me. Okay, now you can see the scan has been stopped and we can rectify the issue. It's showing me here the network is infected, topic found. Can you see this? How many errors and how many hackers are still there? You don't have to worry, stay with me.
So at this point, the scammer wants to show the victim some errors and warnings on his computer, which is completely normal to have, but he forgets how to do this. As per usual, when he doesn't know what to do anymore, he calls his scammer buddies for help, and this time he calls out a name that we have seen before.
Azan, event prepare e-commerce karan check errors and warnings boy. Can you see this? These are the foreign addresses and the state has been established. They are the hackers, they are unauthorized users who are trying to access on your computer. Oh my god. Can you see this? These two important services are the main Microsoft services and the states, as you can see, have been stopped. Not only these two important services have been stopped, most of the services have been stopped. You can see here. I am really seriously worried about you. Let me just go ahead and word with my network team. Let me tell you what they have suggested for you, okay? We will unblock your computer and put up a Windows Microsoft Defender firewall on your computer. It will take almost 30, 40 or maybe 50 minutes to complete this procedure, okay? You will go for the 1-year plan, $199.99.
After scaring the victim to think that there is something wrong with his network, the scammers managed to convince him to pay them $200. They use two options to receive money, either making people drive to a store to get gift cards or make the victim pay by card on their fake webpage. In this case, they chose for the second option.
Okay, sir. fill up the details here.
The victim started filling out his information, and of course I did not want him to lose any money. I tried calling him, but he was not picking up any of my calls, so I had to quickly think, adapt, and come up with a different solution. I decided to attack the scammers their webpage, AUI Solutions, and luckily, because of this attack, the payment could not go through.
Okay, shall I proceed to authorize the charge for the $200, sir? Okay, thank you so much for the confirmation. I'm placing the order. Stay with me. Azan! Azan!
Just like me, the scammers Sahil and Azan also did some thinking and adapting, but they could not manage to come up with a solution. They then decided to call their boss in the United Kingdom, who is the owner of this webpage and company. He connected to their machine with UltraViewer and managed to get a payment through by a direct shopping link from BlueSnap.
The payment is through.
I tried calling the victim after the payment went through to warn him so that he could still cancel it, but it seemed like he had blocked my number. Luckily, I have a team of 2 ladies that are specialized in reaching victims and saving them that I decided to hit up for help. As per usual, they responded within seconds and instantly managed to get the victim on the line. They then got him to disconnect his machine and to call up his credit card company to cancel the payment.
Sir, this is a call back from the support team. This is Steve was working on your computer. I request you to please receive the call or call us back on the same number. We have this disconnected somehow.
Luckily, in the end, we as scambaiters always outsmart the scammers. All of the people that they did manage to convince in the weeks that I was watching them were all informed about the scam, listened to what we had to say, and never gave these guys any money. The fact that I'm part of stopping innocent, mostly elderly people from losing their life savings is truly amazing. Even though I've been doing this every day for the past year, every individual case still feels fulfilling, and I'm glad that, as per recent, I get to do this full time. Making this step is partially possible because of my now 1-year-old partnership with NordVPN that I've had since January of 2021. If you guys do not yet have a good VPN on your computer or phone, I would highly recommend checking the link in the description, nordvpn.com/scambaiter. This will take you to a customized landing page that belongs to me, on which you can get a 70% discount for a 2-year plan and 1 month of free service. Nord is one of the best VPN providers out there right now, and I use it myself when calling scammers to hide my IP address. You can use the VPN on up to 6 devices at a time with just 1 license, protecting part of your online identity for just $3 a month with barely any internet speed difference. It might sound too good to be true, but with Nord it is not. Make sure you go show them some love for supporting the channel for over a year now and get yourself a bargain on nordvpn.com/scambaiter. In the meantime, I've reported the webpage of AUI to the people that host AUIsolutions.com, and I have also reported their payment portal to BlueSnap. AUI Solutions is a company in the United Kingdom of which I was able to find some public information. It says here that it's located in Bradford, started in 2016, has a sales revenue of $109,000 a year, and the owner is Nazia Manzoor. Nazia is 33 years old and the director of AUI Solutions, currently residing in the UK with an Indian nationality. On their webpage we can see that their cover is website development, software development, website hosting, but we all know that their primary source of income is the last option. They claim to be authorized resellers of antivirus software, which is how they steal people's money. They charge $200, $300, $500 and sometimes even $1,000 for free antivirus software, and 99% of the time they don't even install it on the victim's computer. I've reported the company to the UK government, but I doubt that they will take any action. Instead, let's take some action ourselves by calling the scammers, sharing their location with them and telling them all that we know about them.
This is a hacking file who can steal your each and every information and monitoring your every activity without getting any concern. Let me just close this. We will run some more diagnostic scan.
The virus just opened some kind of web page. What is this?
Do not leave your mouse.
Hold
I
on,
will
sir,
close this for you. Leave your mouse.
Can I just ask you a
Leave your
question?
mouse.
Do you recognize this building, sir? This building over here. You recognize this? This apartment building. Here's and this is. Do you recognize this apartment building?
Which building is this?
This one. This apartment building right here. You see this? This is the hospital near the hospital. Then you have over here right across the street. This apartment building right here. You recognize this? Hello? You recognize this apartment building, sir? Yo, Sahil Ahmed. Sahil. This is Azan's home, right? Sahil, why did you disconnect? If you don't want to get in trouble, you better talk to me, man, Sahil. I know that's Azan's home. I know you guys are working from there, and it's a fraudulent campaign. You better talk to me, I'm gonna report you to the police.
Sahil hung up the call, instantly shut down his computer in sheer panic and didn't speak a word. At least that is what I thought, but for the first time on my channel I decided to separately record the scammer's laptop audio so that when he would hang up the phone or mute his microphone I would still be able to get his reaction. It is safe to say that this was a very good decision that I made. After Sahil hung up the call, I decided to call back so that I could still talk to the scammers and ask them a few questions. First, one guy picked up, he didn't want to speak to me, and then a second time I called back, the owner of the home, Mazan, picked up the phone and he did want to talk to me.
Just answer some questions. Why are you being a bitch? I already know everything about you. There's no need to fucking be a bitch right now, man. I know you can hear me, bro. I know you're listening. You have a mouth.
Yes, I can hear you.
You were born with a mouth. You can speak to me, or what are you doing right now, man?
Okay, I'm speaking.
Okay, so what's your name, Azan?
Yes.
Okay, so why are you guys running this scam, bro? Like, what are you doing?
It's because we don't have any jobs here. Sir, actually, sir, we are not in the business from a long time.
I just showed your house to Sahil.
Sahil?
Sahil Ahmed, your friend. He's right there in the room with you in your apartment.
Literally, I don't know Sahil.
Okay, what's the guy's name that's working with you then, the agent?
His name is... Oh, well, I cannot tell you that.
Yeah, his name is his name is Sahil Ahmed. That's his full name. I know, man.
No, sir.
Yes,
no.
it is.
I swear by God, sir. There is no Sahil.
Yeah, I mean, you're a scammer, so it's like you swear to God, it doesn't mean anything to me. You guys scam people with a poster of God behind you, and like you don't give a fuck.
It's up to you now, sir. If you believe me or not.
And you don't. So you're telling me you're not in your own apartment right now? You're not working from your apartment, Azan's home?
I am working from my apartment, sir. That's correct.
Okay, so that is correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay,
sir.
and you're telling me you don't know any. You don't know anything about AUYSolutions.com. You don't know anything about them?
No, sir.
You've never used it to take payments from people.
No, sir.
No, you sold Bitdefender through AUI Solutions. I have recordings of it, man. Like, I'm gonna share this information with all your family members, everything. I have your socials, everything, man. I know everything about you guys. There's no hiding from me. You can lie whatever you want, but I know that I'm telling my truth.
Okay, so what do you want to do, sir? Tell me clearly.
First of all, I want you to apologize for scamming people.
Well, I really apologize for that, sir, by my heart. Well, sir, I think I got the lesson from here. Surely I'll stop this business, sir. I swear. Because the respect is more valuable for me. Expect the money.
Let me tell you one thing. I've been in contact with the Delhi Cyber Police. I'm a private investigator. The police is gonna come regardless. They're gonna come visit your apartment, so you're gonna have to talk to them. So I really hope, man, that you're gonna stop scamming, because what you're doing, it's bad, and you know that it's bad.
Well, if you can stop this, sir, I'll stop this business.
You want me to stop? Like, I already talked to the police. They have your information. I gave them footage of you scamming people. I gave them your name, your socials, your address, everything, man. It's already too late for that. Yeah, you're gonna get in trouble regardless, because you cannot just scam people for 6 months, steal people's money. Like, that's not your money, man, and you know it's wrong, and then just get away by just saying sorry. Like, I know even if you tell me you're gonna stop scamming, I know you're probably gonna continue. So.
Well, I really appreciate you did this, sir. And well, let me see. What will I do further? Okay, you take care of yourself. Bye bye.
You have a nice day. Okay.
What?
I said you have a nice day, Azan. A nice day.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Sure, I will do that, sir, and I'll stop this business.
His job is to lie to people, so I'm assuming this is a lie as well that he's gonna stop. But at least his heartbeat is through the roof, I'm assuming. So
let's hope that this guy was not lying and that they actually stopped scamming people. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to subscribe. I also have a Patreon and PayPal in the description for if any of you guys want to buy me a coffee. I hope you have a nice day. Stay safe, stay cautious. Bye bye.